My family thinks I was born in November. I wasn't. October 15th, 1993. I know this because I've lived through every single October 15th since. They know this because, actually, they don't. 30 years. Same date. They've never gotten it right. The day I found out they weren't forgetting, they genuinely believed a different month. Everything changed. Let me tell you about my 30th birthday. October 15th. A Tuesday. I woke up to silence. No texts. No calls. No happy birthday. Notifications lighting up my phone at midnight like some families do. Just the usual algorithmic garbage. A LinkedIn reminder that someone I met once 7 years ago was celebrating a work anniversary. A promotional email from a furniture store. And my bank's automated happy birthday. Here's 50 bonus points message. The bank wished me happy birthday before my own mother did. I'd stopped expecting family calls years ago. Somewhere around my 24th birthday, after the third or fourth year of silence, I'd made peace with it. Or so I told myself. Because here's the thing about repeated disappointment. You can't actually make peace with it. You just get better at pretending it doesn't hurt. But 30 felt different. 30 felt significant. Like maybe, just maybe, this would be the year they remembered. The milestone birthday. The big one. The kind that warranted at least a text message. I checked my phone at 9 a.m. Nothing. Checked again at noon during my lunch break. Nothing. By 3 p.m., I'd refreshed my Messages app so many times it probably thought I was having a stroke. The family group chat, the one I'd left 3 years ago after being ignored for 6 straight months, was apparently still going strong without me. I knew this because my friend Marcus occasionally showed me screenshots when my family posted something particularly ridiculous. Last week, it was my dad asking if anyone knew how to make the internet faster by downloading more RAM. But today, radio silence directed at me. Not even a belated, "oh crap, is it someone's birthday" message. Around 5 p.m., I did what any rational adult does when their family forgets their birthday. I called my friends. "Hey, it's my birthday. Want to grab drinks tonight?" Within an hour, I had 10 people confirmed. Real friends. The kind who actually knew when I was born, who remembered without Facebook reminders, who'd shown up for me consistently for years. Sarah, my best friend since college, made a reservation at this Italian place we loved. Marcus bought a cake. Actually, he bought a cupcake from the fancy bakery downtown because he said, and I quote, "You're worth more than grocery store sheet cake, but I'm also broke, so we're compromising." We had dinner, laughed about work disasters and dating app horror stories. Someone ordered a round of shots that tasted like regret and gummy bears. The restaurant staff sang an off-key happy birthday that made me want to die but also felt weirdly perfect. Around 10 p.m. we moved to a bar. More drinks, more laughter. The kind of night where your face hurts from smiling and you forget, temporarily, about the people who should be there but aren't. Sarah took photos. Lots of photos. Me with Marcus doing stupid poses. Group shot with all 10 of us squeezed into frame. Me blowing out the single candle on that overpriced cupcake, making a wish I wouldn't remember in the morning. We closed down the bar, said our goodbyes. Hugged too long because drunk people are sentimental. I walked home, only 4 blocks, I wasn't that drunk, feeling that specific mixture of happy and sad that comes from celebrating with people who care while being ignored by people who should. Got back to my apartment around 1 a.m., still a little buzzed, still in that warm, fuzzy headspace where posting on social media seems like a great idea. I opened Instagram, selected the best photos from the night. The group shot where everyone looked happy and nobody's eyes were closed, me and Sarah laughing about something I couldn't remember. Marcus presenting the cupcake like it was a Michelin star dessert. I typed out a caption. Celebrated 30th with amazing friends. Tagged everyone. Hit share. Fell asleep feeling okay. Not great. Not terrible. Just okay. I woke up the next morning to 47 notifications. Most of them were what you'd expect. Friends commenting, "Happy birthday," and "great pics," and "wish I could have been there." My coworker Jenny, who I'd worked with for 6 months, wrote, "Hope it was amazing," with 3 balloon emojis. I scrolled through them, half awake, feeling that little dopamine hit that comes from people acknowledging your existence. Then I saw it. A comment from Mom. My stomach did something complicated. Dropped and twisted and clenched all at once. Because after an entire day of silence, after 30 years of this pattern, here it was. The acknowledgement. Late, public, but there. I tapped on the comment. Mom. Your birthday's in November. Why are you celebrating early? I read it 3 times. Then a 4th. The words didn't change. November. She thought my birthday was in November. Not that she'd forgotten and was apologizing. Not that she'd missed it and felt bad. She genuinely, sincerely believed I was celebrating the wrong month. I sat up in bed. The hangover that had been creeping around the edges of my consciousness suddenly sharpened into focus. I've been alive for 30 years. Born October 15th, 1993, same date, every single year, for 3 decades. And my mother, the woman who gave birth to me, who was literally present for my entry into the world, didn't know when it happened. The comment was public, visible to everyone. My friends could see it. Her friends could see it. Random acquaintances I hadn't spoken to since high school could see it. She'd posted it cheerfully, like it was a joke, like I was the one who was confused. Complete with a laughing emoji, as if the idea of me celebrating my own birthday on the actual date was somehow amusing. I stared at my phone. My heart was doing something weird, beating too fast, or maybe too slow. Time felt stretchy and wrong. I could delete her comment. That was an option. Just make it disappear. Pretend it never happened. Message her privately to correct her. Handle it quietly, the way I'd been handling everything with my family for years, by absorbing the hurt and moving on. Or I could respond. Publicly. Honestly. Without softening the blow or making it easier for her. My thumb hovered over the keyboard. I thought about all the birthdays she'd missed. All the October 15ths that had come and gone without a word. All the times I'd made excuses for her. She's busy. They've got a lot going on. I'm not a big birthday person anyway. I thought about how she'd remember my sister Emma's birthday every single year. March 12th. Always on time. Always with a thoughtful Facebook post and a professionally photographed card. I thought about how even my bank, my actual goddamn bank, had managed to get the date right. And I typed, it's October, same date for 30 years. I read it once, twice, considered adding something softer, something that would cushion the impact. Then I hit send. The comment posted, public, visible, permanent. I set my phone down, took a breath, waited. The notifications started immediately. Sarah, Marcus, my college friend David. Wait. Within 5 minutes, the likes started rolling in. Not on Mom's comment, on mine. 47 likes, then 89, then 150. People were seeing this. People were reacting. This wasn't just between me and my mother anymore. This was public record. Someone commented, wait, she doesn't know your birthday? Another person, that's rough, man. Another, oof. The reactions on Mom's comment started changing too. The laughing emojis were joined by yikes faces and shocked faces. Someone posted the grimacing emoji. Another person just put, I watched it happen in real time. My friends, people who'd celebrated with me last night, who knew the truth, were witnessing this. And they were on my side. 7 minutes after I posted my response, Mom's comment disappeared. Deleted. But screenshots live forever. I knew that. She probably knew that too if she thought about it. Sarah had definitely screenshotted it. Marcus probably had too. This moment wasn't going away just because she made the comment vanish. My phone started ringing. Mom's name lit up the screen. I stared at it. Let it ring. 5 times. 6. 7. It went to voicemail. 30 seconds later, a text arrived. Mom. Why did you embarrass me like that? I read it twice, felt something cold settle into my chest. Not anger, exactly. Something worse. Clarity. She was embarrassed. Not sorry. Not apologetic. Not, oh my God, I can't believe I got your birthday wrong. just embarrassed that I'd corrected her publicly. I typed back, I didn't embarrass you. You embarrassed yourself. Three dots appeared immediately. Disappeared. Appeared again. Mom, I just got the month wrong. You got my birthday wrong. For 30 years. Mom, that's not fair. What's not fair is nobody in this family remembering. Mom, we've been busy. I actually laughed out loud at that. Busy. For 3 decades straight. Busy enough to miss the same date on a calendar every single year. Busy enough to remember Emma's birthday, but not mine. For 30 years, I typed. You've been busy for 30 years? She stopped responding. I set my phone down, stood up, walked to my kitchen, made coffee. My hands were shaking slightly. Not from anger, from something else. Release, maybe. The feeling of finally saying the thing you've been thinking for years. The coffee maker gurgled and hissed. I watched it drip, dark and steady. Normal. Grounding. My phone buzzed again. Different name this time. Dad. Your mother is upset. I picked up my phone. Stared at those 4 words. The most dad sentence that had ever existed. Your mother is upset. Not, I'm sorry we forgot your birthday. Not, I realize we've been getting this wrong. Just a statement of fact. Your mother has feelings. You caused them. Fix it. I typed, okay. That was all. Just okay. Because what else was there to say? Dad, you didn't have to respond publicly. She commented publicly. Dad, you're making a big deal out of nothing. Nothing. My birthday was nothing. 30 years of being invisible was nothing. The fact that not a single person in my biological family knew the month I was born was nothing. It's my birthday, I typed. It's not nothing. Dad, we'll call you tomorrow to make it up. Tomorrow. As if the day after your birthday is the same as the day itself. As if making it up erases 30 years of this pattern. It's today, I sent back. It's been today for 30 years. He didn't respond. I drank my coffee, scrolled through Instagram. The post now had over 300 likes. The comments kept coming. A friend from college. Wait, I've celebrated with you every October for 8 years. How does your mom not know? My coworker Jenny. I've known you for 6 months and I know it's October. A random acquaintance from high school. This is the saddest thing I've seen today. And then, buried in the middle of dozens of comments, one from a username I didn't recognize. No profile picture, just the default gray silhouette. The comment read, I don't know you, but happy birthday, October 15th. I'll remember. I stared at that comment for a long time. A complete stranger, someone with no obligation to me, no connection, no reason to care, had just promised to remember my birthday. Had made a point of typing out the actual date, as if to say, I see you. I acknowledge when you were born. This matters. My eyes stung. I blinked hard. Set my phone down. It was 10 a.m. on October 16th. My birthday was over. My family still didn't know when it was. And somehow, that felt exactly right. Because I was done waiting for them to care. I was done making excuses. I was done pretending that being forgotten felt like anything other than what it was. Being erased. My phone buzzed again. Sister this time. Emma. Really? You had to do that? I picked up the phone, typed, do what? Emma. Publicly shame Mom. I corrected her. Emma. You could have done it privately. She could have known my birthday. Emma. We're not perfect. I stopped reading. Because here's what I knew about Emma's birthday. March 12th. Every year. On time. With elaborate Facebook posts and family dinners and thoughtfully chosen gifts. Mom had posted about Emma's last birthday at 7 a.m. sharp. Professional photos. A caption about how proud she was of her beautiful daughter. 53 comments. Dad had written, Happy birthday, princess, in the first 3 minutes. My October 15th? Silence. Then a confused comment asking why I was celebrating early. I'm not asking for perfect, I typed back to Emma. I'm asking for October. She didn't respond. My brother called next. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. Dude, that was harsh, he said instead of hello. What was harsh? Calling mom out like that, on Instagram, in front of everyone. She called herself out, I said. I just corrected the record. She's embarrassed. I'm 30. She doesn't know my birthday. Who should be embarrassed? Silence on the other end. When's my birthday? I asked. I could hear him thinking. Actually thinking. Trying to remember. November? October, same as always. Oh, well, close enough? It's not close enough. It's wrong. It's been wrong for 30 years. Dude, you're being dramatic. When's Emma's birthday? March 12th. Instant. No hesitation. Perfect recall. Interesting, I said. He hung up. I sat on my couch. Hendrix, my cat, jumped up and settled in my lap. He at least knew I existed, demanded food at consistent times, showed up when called. The Instagram post kept growing. 400 likes, 200 plus comments. It had taken on a life of its own. People I barely knew were weighing in. Strangers were having conversations in my comment section about family dynamics and parental favoritism and birthday trauma. Someone had shared it to their story with the caption, "This hit different." Another person quoted my response. It's October, same date for 30 years. Like it was profound wisdom instead of just a statement of fact. My phone buzzed continuously, notifications piling up, friends texting privately. Are you okay? That's insane. Your family really didn't know, Sarah called. I'm coming over, she said. You don't have to. I'm already in my car. She showed up 20 minutes later with Thai food and wine. We sat on my couch eating pad Thai, straight from the containers, Hendrix between us, judging our life choices. Your mom really thought it was November? Sarah asked. Apparently. For how long? That's the question, isn't it? Did she always think November? Or did she forget years ago and just commit to the wrong date? Sarah shook her head. I've been celebrating your birthday with you since sophomore year of college, October 15th, every single year. I know. How does your own mother not know? I didn't have an answer. Still don't, really. How do you explain being invisible to the people who should see you clearest? We ate in silence for a while. Comfortable silence. The kind you can only have with people who actually know you. What are you going to do? Sarah asked eventually. About what? About them? Your family? Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas. Are you going to pretend this didn't happen? I thought about it. Really thought about it. No, I said finally. I don't think I am. And that's when everything truly started to change. Because responding to that Instagram comment wasn't just about correcting the date. It was about finally, after 30 years of being forgotten and overlooked and erased, making myself visible. On my terms, in my timeline. October 15th. The day I was born. The day they'd never remember. The day I stopped waiting for them to. The Instagram post kept growing. By noon, it had 400 likes. By evening, over 600. The comment section had become something else entirely. Not just my friends anymore, but friends of friends. People I'd met once at parties, random acquaintances from different phases of my life, all weighing in. Someone from my high school tagged 3 other people with, "Remember when his mom forgot parent-teacher conferences too?" A coworker I barely knew wrote, "I've worked with you for 6 months, and I know it's October. How does your mom not know?" My college roommate posted a photo from my 22nd birthday, October 15th, 2015, with the caption, "Been celebrating this man's birthday in October since freshman year. 8 years, never November." But the comment that kept getting quoted, screenshot, shared, the stranger. That random person with no profile picture who'd written, "I don't know you, but happy birthday, October 15th, I'll remember." People were calling it wholesome, beautiful, the purest thing on the internet. Someone made it their Instagram story with sad music behind it. Sarah texted me, "You've accidentally started a movement about chosen family versus blood family." I hadn't meant to start anything. I just corrected my mother's public mistake. But the internet had decided this meant something bigger. The notifications didn't stop. My phone buzzed constantly. Messages from people I hadn't talked to in years. I saw what happened. Are you okay? That's so messed up. Even my boss sent a message. Hey, saw your post. Taking Friday off if you need it. And for the record, I know it's October. Brought you birthday donuts last week. He had chocolate glazed. On October 15th. My boss of 2 years remembered. My mother of 30 years didn't. Then, the next morning, October 16th, someone tagged me in a Facebook post. Mom had posted on her own page, "Happy birthday to my wonderful son. So proud of you. Love you." I stared at it. The date stamp, October 16th. 9:47 a.m., one day late. The comments came fast. Aunt Rachel. Wasn't his birthday yesterday? My dad's coworker. I thought you said it was in November? Someone else? Ma'am? 3 people posted the grimacing emoji. My cousin Tyler, not the November 15th one, a different cousin, wrote, "Aunt Susan, this is awkward." I watched it happen in real time. Mom's attempt to save face to show she cared posted on the wrong day. Not even the wrong month this time, just late. Like she'd realized her mistake and tried to fix it without acknowledging she'd made one. 20 minutes later, the post disappeared. Deleted. But screenshots don't delete. People had grabbed it. Sarah sent me one with 3 skull emojis. My phone rang. Mom again. I let it go to voicemail. The voicemail was 2 minutes long. I listened to it once, standing in my kitchen making coffee I didn't want. I don't understand why you're doing this, making me look bad in front of everyone. I made a mistake, okay? I got the month confused. It happens. But posting about it, making it public, letting everyone comment and laugh at me? That's cruel. I raised you better than that. Your father and I are very hurt. Very hurt. Call me back so we can talk about this like adults. I deleted the voicemail, made my coffee, went to work. That afternoon, a message came through from someone I hadn't heard from in years. Cousin Danny. We'd been close as kids. He was Aunt Linda's son, lived 3 states away now, hadn't seen him since someone's wedding 4 years ago. We occasionally liked each other's posts but never talked. Danny. Hey, saw the Instagram thing. Me. Yeah, it's been a whole situation. Danny. Can I tell you something? I've known for years they get your birthday wrong. I sat up straighter at my desk, stared at my phone. Me. What? Danny. I was at your 27th birthday, October. I remember because I flew in for work that week and Sarah invited me to your party. Your family wasn't there. Later, at Thanksgiving, your mom mentioned she was sad she'd missed your birthday last month. I corrected her. Told her it was October, not November. She looked confused. Said she was sure it was November. Me. And? Danny. Aunt Linda told me to drop it. Said I was misremembering. But I wasn't. I was literally at your party. I felt something cold settle in my chest. Me. Why didn't you tell me? Danny. I thought you knew. I thought it was like a thing you'd made peace with. Then I saw your Instagram and realized you just found out. Me. Do you know why they think November? The 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Danny. Yeah, I figured it out a few years ago. My birthday is November 15th. I read that 3 times. Danny. I think they merged us in their heads somehow. Both grandkids around the same age. They never forget my birthday. November 15th, every year, perfectly on time. Cards, calls, Facebook posts. I think somewhere along the line they just decided we were both November babies. Me. That's insane. Danny. I know. I tried bringing it up to Aunt Linda once, like 3 years ago. She said, don't start drama and change the subject. So I dropped it. I sat there at my desk, phone in hand, trying to process this. My entire family had merged my birthday with my cousins. For years. Maybe decades. And the one person who'd tried to correct them had been told to stay quiet. Me. They remember yours perfectly? Danny. Every year. My mom posts those long, sappy Facebook things on November 15th. Your mom always comments, always wishes me happy birthday. On time. Every single year. Me. But not October 15th? Danny. Never October 15th. I thanked Danny, set my phone down, stared at my computer screen without seeing it. This wasn't just forgetting. This wasn't being busy or mixing up dates. This was replacement. I'd been erased and replaced with a version that fit their calendar better. That evening, I did something I'd been avoiding. I opened Instagram and searched for my sister Emma. Her profile was public, perfectly curated. Lots of brunch photos and sunset pictures and aesthetic coffee cups. I scrolled back to March. Found March 12th. This year. Mom's comment posted at 7:03 a.m. Happy birthday to my beautiful daughter. 28 years ago today you made me a mother and I've been blessed every day since. Love you so much. Professional-looking photos. Emma blowing out candles on an elaborate cake. Family around her. Mom, Dad, my brother. Everyone smiling. Posted at the exact right time. Not late, not wrong, perfect. I scrolled further. March 12th, 2022. Another post, another perfect birthday celebration. March 12th, 2021. Same thing. I went back 5 years. Every single March 12th had posts, photos, comments, celebrations, all precisely on time. I switched to my own Instagram, searched my tags for October 15th, found the posts from friends over the years. Birthday wishes, photos, celebrations. Not a single comment from my mother, not one, not ever. But every March 12th, there she was, like clockwork. I closed Instagram, sat on my couch. Hendrix jumped up, settling into my lap with that particular cat pressure that's somehow both comforting and slightly accusatory. It's not forgetting, I said out loud to the cat. It's selective memory. My phone buzzed. Sarah. Sarah. You okay? You've been quiet. Me. Found out why they think November. Sarah. Tell me. I explained about Danny, about November 15th, about the merger. Sarah. That's actually insane. Me. Checked Emma's Instagram. Mom comments on her birthday every year. Perfect timing, professional photos, the works. Sarah. And yours? Me. Nothing. Not one comment. Ever. Sarah. I'm coming over. She showed up with Thai food again. We were developing a pattern. Family crisis, pad Thai, and spring rolls. We ate in silence for a while. Then Sarah said, "You know what the worst part is?" "What?" "You're questioning whether you're being too harsh. I can see it on your face. You're wondering if you overreacted by responding publicly." She was right. I had been wondering that. "They merged your birthday with your cousin's," Sarah continued. "They remember your sisters perfectly. Your boss remembers. Your coworkers remember. Strangers on the internet remember. But your own mother needed Instagram to learn the correct month. And you're wondering if you're the problem." Am I? No. You're the scapegoat. The one who's supposed to be fine with being forgotten because you're low maintenance or don't make a fuss. They've trained you to accept scraps and call it love. I didn't say anything. Just ate my spring roll and tried not to feel the accuracy of her words. The next week, family group chat activity lit up. I knew because Marcus still showed me screenshots occasionally. The chat I'd left 3 years ago. The one they apparently never noticed I'd departed. Marcus sent me a screenshot with the caption, did they forget you exist?" The messages? Mom. "Thanksgiving is November 28th this year. Planning started?" Emma. "I'll bring pie." Brother. "I'll be there around 2. Dad. "Looking forward to it." Aunt Linda. "Can't wait." Nobody mentioned me. Nobody asked if I was coming. Nobody said, "Should we invite?" It was just planning. Moving forward. As if I'd never been part of the tradition. I stared at the screenshot for a long time. Then I made a decision. I was going to show up anyway. Not to make peace. Not to apologize. Not to smooth things over like I always did. I was going to walk in and ask one simple question. When's my birthday? And watch them fail to answer correctly in front of everyone. It was petty. It was confrontational. It was everything I'd been trained not to be. But after 30 years of being erased, I was done being invisible. November 28th was 3 weeks away. I had time to prepare. November 28th arrived cold and gray, the kind of morning that makes you want to stay in bed forever. I got up anyway, showered, put on jeans and a sweater, stared at myself in the mirror for a solid minute, asking the same question I'd been asking for 3 weeks. Are you really going to do this? The answer was still yes. Sarah had offered to come with me. Moral support, she'd said. A witness. Someone to drive me home when it inevitably went sideways. I'd told her no. This was something I needed to do alone. I drove to my parents' house in silence. The house looked like it always did on Thanksgiving. Cars lined the street. Warm light from the windows. The illusion of family. I walked to the front door and opened it with my key. Voices drifted from the kitchen. Laughter. TV playing football. I walked in. My brother saw me first. He was standing by the fireplace with a beer. His face went through surprise, guilt, confusion. Oh, hey, you're here. I'm here. The kitchen went quiet. Mom appeared in the doorway, dish towel in hand. Marcus, we didn't know you were coming. You didn't invite me. The room got quiet. Dad, Emma, Aunt Linda, all staring. Well, Mom said, recovering slightly. You're here now. That's what matters. Can I get you something to drink? No, I'm not staying. Her smile faltered. Then why? I have a question. Simple question. Everyone here should be able to answer it. I could feel the tension shifting. People exchanging glances. My brother set his beer down on the mantel. When's my birthday? Silence. Mom opened her mouth, closed it, looked at Dad. Dad crossed his arms. Is this really necessary? On Thanksgiving? When's my birthday, Dad? He didn't answer. I turned to Emma. You know, right? Your brother's birthday? She looked at the floor. Can we not do this right now? It's one question, one date. When is my birthday? Silence. Finally, Mom spoke. November 15th. There it was. Wrong. Marcus, please. I pulled out my phone, opened my driver's license photo, held it up so everyone could see. Date of birth, October 15th, 1993. Same as it's been for 31 years. I lowered the phone, looked at each of them. I've had the same birthday my entire life. October 15th. Every single year. You've never gotten it right. Not once. Mom's face was red. This is ridiculous. So we got the month wrong. For 31 years. It's not the end of the world. You're making a scene. I'm asking a question, and none of you can answer it. Aunt Linda stepped forward. Honey, we just got confused with Danny's birthday, November 15th. Honest mistake? Is it? Emma's birthday is March 12th. Right, Mom? Mom's jaw tightened. That's different. How? Because Emma doesn't... She stopped. Realized what she was about to say. Doesn't what? Make a fuss? 'Cause drama? Call you out when you forget she exists? That's not fair? I actually laughed. What's not fair is posting happy birthday wishes to Emma at 7 in the morning every March 12th, while not even knowing what month I was born in. What's not fair is merging me with my cousin in your head and never once questioning it. What's not fair is planning this entire dinner and not inviting me because you forgot I existed. Dad's voice was hard. You left the family group chat. How are we supposed to invite you? You could have texted, called, sent a carrier pigeon. You have my number. You just didn't think about me. Because you cut us off. Mom's voice was rising now. You embarrassed me on Instagram in front of everyone. You ignored our calls. You made this whole thing into a public spectacle. I corrected you, that's all. You commented on my birthday post saying I was celebrating early. I told you the truth. The fact that it became a spectacle is because 67 people know my birthday better than you do. Emma spoke up, voice quiet. We're trying here, Marcus. We invited you to Thanksgiving. You didn't. Well, you're here now. Because I showed up uninvited. There's a difference. My brother made a frustrated sound. Dude, what do you want from us? An apology? Fine. Sorry. We got your birthday wrong. Can we move on now? When's my birthday? He blinked. What? Say it. Out loud. When's my birthday? He looked at Mom. At Dad. Back to me. October. Something. 15th. October 15th. Same date as always. Same date it will be next year. And the year after that. For the rest of my life. October 15th. I put my phone away. Looked at all of them. My family. The people I'd spent 31 years trying to be good enough for. I didn't come here for an apology, I said. I came here because I needed to see it. Needed to hear you try to answer and fail. Needed proof that I wasn't imagining this, wasn't being dramatic, wasn't overreacting. Mom's voice broke. You're ruining Thanksgiving. No. I'm just finally admitting that I was never really invited to it. I walked to the door, stopped, turned back. For the record, I'm spending today with people who actually know when I was born. People who remember without Instagram. People who showed up for me when it mattered. Dad took a step forward. So that's it? You're just done with us? I don't know. Maybe. But I'm done pretending this is normal. Done accepting scraps and calling it love. Emma's voice was small. We do love you. I know you think you do, but love remembers. Love shows up. Love doesn't need a phone app to tell it when your son was born. I opened the door. Cold air rushed in. Happy Thanksgiving, I said. And I left. Didn't slam the door. Just walked to my car and drove away. My hands shook on the steering wheel. Not from anger, from relief. I drove to Sarah's house. She'd told me weeks ago that if Thanksgiving with my family went badly, her door was open. Her family always made extra. There was always room for one more. I pulled up to her parents' house at 2:47 p.m., sat in the car for a moment, trying to pull myself together. Sarah came out before I could, walked right up to my car, opened the door. How bad? She asked. I asked them when my birthday was. None of them knew. Jesus. Your offer still good? Get inside. Mom made enough food for a small army. Sarah's Thanksgiving was nothing like my family's. Louder, messier, but warm. Real. Nobody performing perfect family. They just were. Sarah's mom hugged me when I walked in. Marcus, we're so glad you could make it. Sarah said you might come. Thanks for having me. Of course, your family. I almost cried at that. Your family. Said to someone who wasn't related to her at all. Someone who just walked away from his actual family. We ate dinner together. Sarah's dad asked about my work. Her grandmother insisted I try her sweet potato casserole. Nobody asked about my family. Nobody made it awkward. They just included me. After dinner, while doing dishes, Sarah's mom overheard us talking. Wait, your family doesn't know your birthday? She looked horrified. Marcus, I'm so sorry. She pulled out her phone, made a calendar reminder, showed it to me. October 15th, Marcus's birthday, set for every year. I did cry a little then, just a little. Sarah's dad walked by, caught the tail end of the conversation. October 15th? I'll remember that. My anniversary is October 12th, 3 days earlier. October 15th, Sarah's grandmother called from the living room. Got it. I'll bake you a pie. We spent the evening together. I fell asleep on Sarah's couch around 9, full of turkey and feeling more peaceful than I had in years. Sarah woke me up around 11. Come on, I'll drive you home. In her car, she asked, what happens now? With your family? I don't know. Maybe nothing. Maybe they'll realize what they lost. Maybe they won't. And if they don't? Then I build my own family, with people who show up, who remember. You already have, Sarah said. She was right. 1 year later, October 15th, my 31st birthday. I woke up to 17 text messages, all from people who knew the correct date. Sarah, happy birthday, brunch at 11. Marcus, 31, getting old, bro, drinks tonight? Sarah's mom, Happy birthday, Marcus, October 15th. My boss, happy birthday, taking you to lunch. Not a single message from my family. I didn't expect any. Hadn't heard from them since Thanksgiving. Well, that's not entirely true. A card arrived 3 weeks ago. November 15th, right on schedule. Mom's handwriting. Happy birthday. Love, Mom and Dad. Wrong month. Right on time for the wrong month. I'd thrown it away without opening it. This year felt different, though. Lighter. I wasn't waiting for something that wouldn't come. I was just living. Celebrating with people who actually showed up. We had brunch. Sarah's whole family came. Her mom brought me a homemade cake with October 15th, written in huge letters across the frosting. Her dad gave me a card with the date circled 3 times. Her grandmother slipped me a $50 bill and whispered, "For being born in October." That night, Sarah threw a party at her apartment. 20 people crammed into her living room. Music, laughter, real celebration. Around 9 p.m., someone knocked on the door. Sarah answered it, came back looking confused. "There's someone here for you?" Says their name is Jamie. I had no idea who Jamie was. Then a person walked in, mid-20s, nervous smile, holding a small wrapped gift. "Hi, you probably don't remember me. I commented on your Instagram post last year. The stranger who said they'd remember your birthday?" I stared. "You're real?" Jamie laughed. "Very real. I moved to town a few months ago. Saw you tagged in Sarah's story earlier today. Figured it was a sign. Hope it's not weird that I showed up." "It's not weird. It's—" I didn't know what it was. "Thank you. For remembering. October 15th. Told you I would." Jamie handed me the gift. A calendar. Inside the cover, they'd written, "For people who remember dates that matter." We talked for an hour. Turned out Jamie's family forgot their birthday, too. January 8th. They thought March. Had thought March for 24 years. "That's why your post hit so hard," Jamie said. I was like, holy crap, someone else lives this. "Does your family know yet, the real date?" "No, I stopped correcting them. Like you, I just moved on. Built my own calendar with people who actually care." We exchanged numbers. Made plans to grab coffee. 2 strangers connected by the specific pain of being forgotten by people who should remember. Sarah found me later, refilling drinks in the kitchen. That was beautiful, the stranger showing up. I still can't believe they actually remembered. Some people just show up, Marcus, even when they don't have to. The party wound down around midnight. People left in small groups, hugging me goodbye, shouting, "Happy birthday." One more time. I helped Sarah clean up. She was folding a blanket when she asked, "Have you heard from them? At all?" A card, November 15th. Wrong month, right on schedule. "Did you open it?" "No," she nodded. Didn't push. "Do you think about them?" she asked. "Sometimes. Mostly I just don't. It's like they existed in a different life. One where I was always waiting, always hoping, always disappointed. And now? Now I have this." I gestured at her apartment, the remnants of the party. People who know October, who remember without reminders, who show up. Sarah smiled. "Yeah, you do." The next few months followed the same pattern. Thanksgiving came. I spent it with Sarah's family again. Her grandmother made extra pie specifically for me. Her dad asked about work and actually listened to my answer. Nobody made it weird that I wasn't with my biological family. Christmas arrived. Sarah's family included me in their traditions. White elephant gift exchange. Matching pajamas. Too much eggnog. Her mom gave me a stocking with my name embroidered on it. "For next year," she said. I almost cried. In January, I met up with Jamie for coffee. We swapped stories about being forgotten, about building chosen families, about the weird relief of finally letting go. "My mom called me in March," Jamie said, "on what she thinks is my birthday. Left a voicemail singing happy birthday completely off key." "Did you correct her?" "No. What's the point?" She's had 24 years to learn. I'm done teaching. Yeah, I get that. We became friends. Real friends. The kind built on understanding each other's specific damage. February rolled around. Emma sent me a text. The first communication in months. Emma. Can we talk? I left it on read for 3 days. Finally responded. About what? Emma. Everything. I miss you. You know where I am. Emma. Can you come to dinner? Just us? Not the whole family. I thought about it. Really thought about it. Then typed, when's my birthday? 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Emma. October. Just October. Not the date, just the month. Me. What date in October? Long pause. Emma. I don't know. Then we have nothing to talk about. She didn't respond. March 12th came around. Emma's birthday. My phone was silent regarding family activity. I didn't check social media to see if mom posted at 7 a.m. Didn't want to know. I sent Emma a text, though. Just one. Happy birthday, March 12th. She replied hours later. Thank you. That was it. No invitation to patch things up. No acknowledgement of the irony. Just thanks. October 15th came around again. My 32nd birthday. The second year of being free. This year, I didn't even think about them until someone asked. At dinner, a big group thing, maybe 25 people, Sarah organized it. Someone's girlfriend asked the inevitable question. So your family coming later? No, they don't really do birthdays. Oh, that sucks. Not really. I've got everyone I need right here. And I meant it. Sarah gave a toast. Embarrassing, heartfelt, perfect. To Marcus, who taught us that family isn't about blood. It's about showing up, about remembering, about choosing each other every day. October 15th, forever. We've got you. Everyone raised their glasses. October 15th. I looked around the table. Saw Jamie, who remembered when they didn't have to. Saw Sarah's family, who'd adopted me without question. Saw friends who'd been showing up for years, who knew my birthday without calendar alerts. Saw a family I'd built from scratch. That November, a card arrived. Same handwriting, same wrong date. This time, I didn't throw it away. I opened it. Inside, just a generic happy birthday message. No apology, no acknowledgement of the correct date. Just routine. They were still celebrating November 15th like it was real. I tucked the card in a drawer. Not out of sentiment. Just as a reminder of what I'd left behind. Of why I'd left. Because some people never learn. Some people never remember. And some people just aren't worth the energy of teaching anymore. Present day. I'm 33 now. October 15th came around 2 months ago. Same beautiful celebration. Same chosen family. Same people who know, without being told, that it's October. Jamie brought me a cactus. For surviving, they said. We'd become close. Real friends. The kind who understand specific wounds. Sarah's mom made her annual cake. October 15th in frosting. A tradition now. My phone stayed silent from my biological family. I didn't notice until someone asked if I'd heard from them. No, haven't in a few years. Does that bother you? I thought about it. Really thought. No, not anymore. You can't miss what you never really had. Last week, I ran into Aunt Linda at a coffee shop. She saw me, looked uncomfortable, started to say something. I just smiled, nodded, kept walking. She called after me. Marcus, wait. I stopped, turned. Your mother misses you. Does she know when my birthday is yet? Aunt Linda looked at the floor. That's not fair. It's the most fair thing I've ever asked. I left. Got my coffee. Went home to the life I'd built. The one full of people who knew October, who showed up, who remembered. That night, Sarah asked me something she'd been holding back. Do you ever regret it? Cutting them off? No. Really? Not even a little? The only thing I regret is how long I waited. How many years I spent making excuses for people who didn't care enough to learn a single date. What if they apologized? What if they showed up tomorrow with a cake that said October 15th and said they were sorry? I thought about that. Really sat with it. I don't know. Maybe it would mean something. Maybe it wouldn't. But they won't. Because people who forget you for 33 years don't suddenly remember. They just get better at pretending they did. Sarah squeezed my hand. Well, I'm glad they forgot, because it means I get you in our family. Sarah's family had become our family. I was in the photos now, the group chats, the traditions. I had a stocking with my name on it, a seat at the table that didn't need defending. And every October 15th, I got reminded that family isn't about who raised you. It's about who knows you, who sees you, who shows up. My family forgot my birthday for 33 years. But my real family? The one I chose? The one that chose me back? They've never missed it once. October 15th. Always October. Always remembered. Always home.